Hey everybody, BTO Pro here. Time for another quick video here. Made some progression on HAXCMS. So made some minor tweaks just to what's available here as far as UX. It's still super rough, but nice to get an impression of what this is going to do. So this is actually loading off of a JSON file that we can see here. The structure of HAXCMS is, at the moment, anything with an underscore here is effectively stuff that you would keep out of version control, and then you could version control the rest of the system. It's a paradigm that I absolutely love with Helm's LNs. You can check out straight from master and not have to change anything to a site that you're working on, and the git ignores are such that you won't lose your files. So something I'm trying to maintain with this little project as well. So if we look in config, we'll see there's sites, and sites, which is loading this page right now, is this new item is actually the first item of record that's in the sites listing, and it's just got an order of like 1 billion. It simplifies the logic downstream for sure. So let's manage that file. So I'm going to hit add new site. I'm going to get a nice little form. Also give it a title. Potter will love this, except that's more of a description. This thing I am going to show. And so we'll call this actually like Schooling 101. And so you'd point to a banner. I'll make this like a drag and drop upload. This stuff starts to get trivial. Color, that'll be a color selector widget. Theme, that'll auto select to default theme, or we'll have multiple themes. And then I'm going to pick an icon for it just for fun. So I'm going to hit let's go. All right, that was really slow, I can tell. So what that did in that little moment there is it updated sites.json. And so now we've got a new record. We've got a UUID to reference this thing. We've got that this item has been indented, what order to put it in. It's got a title, Schooling 101. It's got the description down here. It's got some metadata. So this is leveraging JSON Outline Schema, which is proving to be really, really useful pretty quickly. So it's got this metadata port in it, so you can just throw whatever extra stuff you need in there. But the important thing is that it's really good at managing just this basic info. So let's quit out of that. The other thing it did is it went over into sites, and it created a Schooling 101. And in Schooling 101, it created a index.html. It created its own site.json. And so if we look in this site.json, we'll see similar data. This ID is the same as it was previously, with the title matching and site name information. And I've got to get it, on feature parity, if you will, with description and stuff like that. But what it's done is it's created its own item. So leveraging outline JSON schema to more or less create these nested outlines of different concepts. So the first concepts you saw, they were sites, right? And so the sites we could just present in a nice big list like we had. But down into that site, we can use the primary key from that unique identifier created in the first one, passed down into this one, and then we know what pages are referenced off of it. So the concepts off of this are actual physical pages that we're going to load. And so then Hax went and made a 0 folder, and in the 0 folder just made migrate new content. There's literally nothing there, and there's a reason for that. So then what it does is it comes back, message post back, and it tells itself to pull the JSON file again, which updates the page, and then after it updates the page, it simulates what would have happened if I had just clicked here to pull this up. So again, this is very rough UX-wise, but now I'm going to hit access site. It's going to, at the moment, jump me to what it created. So what it created is a boilerplate, one-page app, if you will, that shows me the content. Why do all this? This seems like a lot, right? So I can hammer out little microsites in seconds. And those microsites, right, I could flood in here. Maybe I want to look for them in this way. Again, this is an outline, straight outline of this that is, these card-based thing. same data. I could click the plus sign from here if I really wanted to. Sure, let's go, pop up, and we still maintain state with that. We've got this new little site. So what I did is I just created 4 little mini sites. Again, you say, why is that useful? I don't understand. Well, once I wire up this portion, it might become a little more, oh, hi, there we go. That's the HAXCMS side of this. So every one of these microsites that you'll create, there will then basically be an ability to have a standalone copy of that site replicated off to push somewhere that has HAX as its authoring experience. And so then when you want to modify content, you want to manipulate this outline, we'll just be building HAX directly into here, which has big implications for Elms as far as the content authoring and presentation experience. It also has big implications for HAX as a microsite management tool, which is one of our use cases actually. I've mentioned in a previous video about allowing students to just kind of manufacture mini sites to convey what it is they know. And so this is how we're going to be able to do that. All of the files of this are completely flat. I could stamp them out somewhere else. We could actually, we'll add a button, zip it up. From here, because this is just some nested JSON files, we could create all kind of other UIs to be able to visualize this information, make it searchable, so that you could kind of bring people into what they want to work on. So we haven't refined all the UX, obviously, but you can see how quickly, because of the concept stack, how quickly you can make things that are pretty darn functional for what's effectively been probably about 20 hours worth of work total. And so the next step from here is to be able to have HAX kind of wire in here. Again, I mentioned more or less have the desktop UX patterns in here, but then you won't even need a desktop app to be able to spin something like this up.